Hi, I'm Guacino de Jalapeno, and these are my friends, and today we are going to make donuts. But not just any donuts. We're making super cute, bright pink donuts. You know why? What does pink make you think of? Barbie? So stick around for these super pink, cute Barbie donuts. First, we're going to spray our donut pan. Woo! There we go. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and kids, you gotta get your parents to do this, or some responsible adult. Now we're going to make a flax egg. That's a vegan egg, and it's 3 tablespoons of water with 1 tablespoon of flax seeds. And you're gonna mix this up, and you'll see that it starts to gel up in a little bit. We'll come back to this. All right, kids, we have a blender here, so we're gonna do some blending. This is the wet ingredients, and that means everything we're gonna put in here is wet, like this silken tofu. 3/4 cup, whoops, ha, see, it's wet. I just spilled it all over the place. Next is 1/4 cup of olive oil. It's like a neutral flavored oil, which you can use for baking and stuff. And here we go, just put that right in. And that's gonna help create a very moist donut. Get that all in there. Next, maple syrup. Who likes maple syrup? I love it. 3 tablespoons, that's 1. Count with me, 2, 1 more, 3. There we go. And that is going to help make a nice sweet donut. Next is 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. This is a little bit acidic, and shake that up good because it's got some good stuff in it. Gotta be very careful with this. I hope I don't spill it. Wait, let me get a good grip on this because if I spill it, that's not gonna be good. All right, oh, okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, all right, did it. Let's put the cap on this so I don't knock it off the table and spill it everywhere. Then we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Yum! Who likes vanilla extract? That adds such good flavor to baked goods. I always spill this, so I'm gonna be really careful. There we go. Now, remember that flax egg we made earlier? It's not a real egg, right? But for baked goods, it can take the place of a chicken egg. So this is a vegan alternative. And you can see it has like a little bit of that goopy texture, like if you were to beat an egg. There we go. We're gonna add that in there. It acts as a binder, so it will help to make your baked goods kind of hold together. And it also is quite nutritious. Okay, 1 more ingredient before we blend. Can you guess what it is? It's a magic ingredient, pink food coloring. So we're gonna add 10 drops because we're making pink donuts, right? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Ooh, 1 more for good luck. Okay, you can also use maybe some beets, some real food coloring from beets. I haven't tried it yet. Next, we're gonna blend this up and let's see what color it comes out. Where's the cap? So we're gonna put this cover on, and remember, you gotta get some responsible adult to help you. I think that's on all the way. We're going to turn it on and watch this. Okay, I can't see the buttons, but I think I'm turning it the right way. There we go. Is this on? You know, it helps if I turn the blender on first. With this button on the side. All right, there we go. Do you see the screen? Something lighting up there? Now, let's try it. Turn this dial, press this button, and here we go. That was starting to splatter on my arm. Okay, it is fully blended. Now we're going to mix the dry ingredients. That means flours and all those other dry things. First is 3/4 cup of, I have gluten-free flour here, but you can use regular flour if you'd like. 1/2 cup of almond flour. That's flour made out of almonds. 1 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Now, baking powder helps your donuts to rise in the oven. So we're doing 1 teaspoon and 1/4 teaspoon. On the other side here, we have half a teaspoon of baking soda. That also helps the batter to rise and you get nice fluffy donuts. You'll see that I'm putting the ingredients in this mesh strainer, so that acts as a sifter that will help to make the donuts nice and fluffy as well. Next is half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Yum! So we put maple syrup in the wet ingredients and now we're putting cinnamon in the dry ingredients. These are going to be so delicious. About half a teaspoon. There we go. Love the smell of cinnamon. Next is nutmeg. Nutmeg goes really well with cinnamon. Half a teaspoon, and there you go. And the last ingredient is in this little baby food jar, which I got from my mom because that's how she stores her salt for cooking. We're just gonna do a pinch of salt, a little bit of salt in there. Salt helps to balance the flavors. I don't know, my mom told me put salt in baked goods. We have all our ingredients here, the dry ingredients, and you'll see there's some powder down there, which some of the ingredients already fell in. We're going to go like this and it's going to keep falling in. That helps to fluff up all of your ingredients. Fluff up, it's hard to say. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? It's kind of fun to do. It's kind of like snow, white flour, except we've got some brown cinnamon and stuff in there. Brown snow, ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna speed this along with a whisk here. Kind of go like that to get that to kind of all go through. In the end, you'll have some bigger bits of almond flour. So some of the almond stuff might not go through. We will just dump that in at the end. The rest I think I'm just gonna dump. Looks like it's pretty fluffed up anyway. Now we have our dry ingredients. And I just realized that I put the dry ingredients in the wrong bowl because I think I was supposed to put it in that bowl. No, I was supposed to put it in this bowl. Oh, the wet ingredients are supposed to go in here. I'm supposed to pour the stuff out from there and there. Okay, we'll do that next. So look how pink this came out. That is so awesome. That's so pretty. We're going to pour the wet ingredients into this large bowl. You'll see that it is a nice, smooth mixture with the tofu, the flax egg, apple cider vinegar, and then next pour in the dry ingredients and mix them up. Dry ingredients going in. Now you want to stir it up so that it mixes really well. If you mix it too much, it will kind of make a tough donut. Mix it somewhat. It's okay if there's little bits of clumps of flour still, but not too much. Next, we're going to put this in a piping bag and then we're going to pipe it into our donut pan. Here's our piping bag. Hopefully not spill it. You want to get this in here pretty quickly because a chemical reaction has started between the apple cider vinegar and the baking soda and baking powder. You can see there are little air bubbles in here. It's starting to create nice fluffy batter. There we go. This is a great project to do with your mom or dad or some responsible adult, aunt and uncle. Now we have the piping bag and we're going to seal it up. This part's a little bit tricky. Okay, so I just use this container to help hold the piping bag so the stuff doesn't just, spill out all over the table. I have this little twisty thing that helps to hold the piping bag closed. Now, the donut pan. Now watch this. This is really cool. This is going to squirt it out into these donut rings. It's gonna come out this end of the bag. Kind of squeeze it from the top. There we go, you see it? Now you wanna fill each ring up all the way with a smooth motion. There's one. Now it's kind of hard to plan out how much you have to fill all 6 rings and not run out of donut batter. Hopefully I've planned this correctly. If you have extra batter by the time you get to ring number 6, you can always go back and fill it more. Let's get it all out. So we get that one last donut ring. Might end up being a very small donut. It might end up being a little tiny piece of donut. We're going to take some from the other donuts. Don't worry. I don't want somebody to have too small of a donut, right? So this is what we're gonna do. So it looks like I made this one too big, this one too big, and then I didn't have enough. So we're gonna scoop some out of here and put it in there. And I have this cute little spatula from my nieces. It has a cupcake on it, and we're going to just take some of that out, add it to here, no worries. In the end, they'll bake up beautifully, and we're going to frost them anyway. Looks like I need a little bit from here. Okay, so you take a bowl of water, dip your fingers in, and smooth it out. You don't have to do this because when we pull the donuts out of the pan, we'll turn it upside down and we will frost the other side. So some of these donuts look better than others. That one looks pretty good. That one looks pretty good. They will all be delicious, and it is fine if your donuts don't come out perfect, right? Because this is kind of like an art project. I like it. I think they're beautifully pink, and they're ready to go in the oven for 13 to 15 minutes. Now we're going to make the pink glaze for our donuts, and we're going to color the glaze with beets. You know what beets are? They're one of my favorite foods. I have a little tiny one here. I'm gonna eat this one. I love beets. Yum. Okay, powdered sugar. 2 cups of powdered sugar. You can measure this, but it doesn't need to be too exact because it's just a glaze. It's not like flour. When you measure flour, it needs to be pretty exact. Ooh, it's puffing up like a cloud of powdered sugar over here. And 1 more cup here. Okay, there we go. Next is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Vanilla extract is so good for bringing a little bit of extra flavor. It smells great. Now we're going to, let's put this in. So let me try 1 tablespoon. See how that goes. Oh, this is so pretty. It looks like white snow with pink in it. I'm just gonna smush this up, and it takes a while until it starts to look like the glaze. Let's add some more of this. So it is turning pink, but it's still a little bit too solid. You can always add more, but don't add too much to begin with, because if you add too much liquid to begin with, you can't really pull liquid out. You just have to add powdered sugar again. It's starting to come together. We want to smush all of those clumps. Oh, and we took the donuts out of the oven, and they're cooling right now. So while the donuts are in the oven and while they're cooling, you can take the time to make your glaze. This looks pretty good. Okay, just getting all the lumps out. All right. Our donuts are out of the oven, and you have to let them cool for like 5 minutes in the pan, and then we're going to flip them over onto a wire rack. Put the rack on top, and you grip both sides, and of course you have to wait until this is cool enough to touch. Very carefully flip it, and then you lift this up. Now you might have to bang it a little bit if the donuts are stuck. There you go, all 6 donuts. And remember how I said it's okay if the other side was a little bit, messed up, because when you flip them over, look at how beautiful these are. Nice round circular donut. So this is the side that we're gonna glaze. You have to let them cool a bit more. Once they're completely cool, then you can add the glaze, because you don't want to add it too soon or the glaze might just melt and slide off. Okay, now the donuts have cooled. I'm going to use a spoon to spoon on the glaze. Now you could just take the donut and dip it right in. Let's try that. Let's see how that looks. So some people like to spoon it on because then you get more of that perfect style of glaze, and there we go. Woo! All right, that's not bad, right? So you can do that with all of them, or you could spoon it on. And if you spoon it on, then you can kind of control, like if you have a little bit kind of drip down more on one side, or you can kind of design how you want the glaze to go. All 6 done now. We have pink sprinkles. Look at that. Dunk them right into the sprinkles and they should stick. Oh, look how pretty. They're pink, shiny. The sprinkles are nice and pearlescent. Oh, the other thing you can do is you can simply sprinkle it on by hand. That creates a different look. All right, let me spin this around so you can see the other side. So you can see how it drips a little bit differently when I spoon it on. Voila, beautiful, delicious pink donuts inspired by Barbie. Now let's plate them up and test them out. Wow, these look so good. They're so cute and pink. Let's taste it. All right, here it goes. My first pink donut. No, that's not true. My second pink donut. Actually, I ate 2 the other day. All right, my third pink donut. Shh. Here it goes. Wow, these are so delicious. You have to try these. Pink inside, pink glaze, pink sprinkles, soft and moist. So good. This is Guacino de Jalapeno. Bye for now, but check back later for my next video. Yum. Wow. I'm gonna share these with my nieces, my family. I'm gonna share them with these guys over here. I know they've been watching. You guys want some? Yeah? Who's first? A little bit of slobber. Cut! There's a tough part in the center. That was weird. I guess I'll just eat it. Are my teeth pink? Peanut butter and donut glaze sandwich. My favorite sandwich. Hey Barbie, do you want to bite a donut? Yes. Where's her mouth? Look, I'm sharing a donut with Barbie.